Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Meeple has landed.
I can't remember what the heck this person does.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Vitruvian Meeple's production of The Misadventures of Grimsby High. Go Reapers! Yep, we are taking a break, another break from Echoes of the Undying tonight because, as you can see, we are sans Matthew, and so we really want to keep everything, up and current for getting that part of the story started. But because we have the four people we have here, we are going back into the world of Grimsby High. Those of you who've been around for a while may remember this from our little Halloween interlude, as well as I think one other time in between now. Yeah, just another fun little facet of small town Midwestern life that we like to experience, such as tonight. Tonight, it's Friday night. And as much as Arshat would love to be on the pitch, and Courtney would love to be at practice, and Jessica and Desmond would both love to be in the library, you guys just couldn't resist the siren's call that is anathema to the willpower of any high schooler. Extra credit. And thus it is that the four of you find yourselves in school late at night on a Friday night with Principal Blackmore telling you that, well, as you've seen for the last week or so, stranger things than normal have been happening at Grimsby. Those of you, you've heard the intercom blaring the school anthem in reverse. The janitor swears that the hall clocks are ticking forwards, backwards, and sometimes just spinning of their own accords. Now, Principal Blackmore being, claiming that they don't have the budget to actually hire professionals for this kind of thing, has offered the four of you extra credit in the subject of your choice to spend the night at the school and investigate why these weird things are happening. Welcome, my friends, to the all-nighter. So we're going to start by reintroducing our characters because it's been a while, and then we'll talk about where we are and what you guys are going to do from there. Let's begin at the top with Arshat. Ray, please tell us a little bit about your character.
Hello, my name is Arshat, and I am a transfer student from Mumbai. My father is a newly appointed diplomat, though not very newly. So we've been here for a little while, and adjusting to the yet another culture, yet another social circle is nothing new to me. But I am going to enjoy my new friends here and trying to desperately share my love of cricket with anybody that doesn't have halfback as their descriptor. Yes, so it is an interesting life, but I'm managing to make it work out well.
The Reaper's not so much known for football or cricket, but given the sticks that they can swing, they've got a heck of a lacrosse team, I'm told. But in the meantime, let's move our. Speaking of sporting teams and other things rife with school spirit, or in this case, school spirits, Courtney. Julie, please tell us about Courtney.
She is captain of the varsity cheerleading squad. She has some anger issues occasionally, does not deal well with, stupid. She's very good at being able to kind of figure out what's going on with people, to try to sweet talk them into, behaving themselves and not being stupid. That's actually one of the reasons why she likes hanging out with these people, even though, no offense, guys, you're not really in the cool clique, is because, but you're not stupid.
All right.
And
Good.
yeah, and extra credit is always a good thing because, math.
All right. Let's keep going to Desmond. Patrick, tell us a little bit about Desmond.
So Desmond is very much the class weirdo, keeps to himself, spends most of his time hanging out in the library reading. Very, very good grades, largely based on the fact that he uses his variety of special psychic abilities to cheat on almost everything that he does. He spies on the uh, faculty smoking lounge. He uses his, usual sight abilities to look into desks to see the exams before they come out and copy them down. Just very, very busy with that. And he loves gossip, and he gets it in the worst ways possible by, far-seeing into places he's not supposed to. But to his credit, he is utterly not a creep, does no idea what the inside of the girls' locker room looks like or anything like that. Uh, but otherwise, he's usually up to no good whatsoever, although all the teachers absolutely love him because he seems like a perfect student.
All right. And finally, Jessica. ECAT, tell us a little bit about Jessica Tremaine.
Jessica is one of those kids who doesn't belong to any particular group, but has friends in absolutely every group there is. Like the dweebs, the nerds, the sportos, the jocks, all of them know Jessica. And Jessica is a computer whiz. That's why pretty much everybody knows her, because when they can't get the answers from Desmond, they know I can fix their grades in the computers, kind of thing. And she just has this way of talking to people to get them to what she wants them to do, provided the dice actually agree with her.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Knowing your luck, this will be hilarious. All right. So, Principal Blackmore is an older guy, probably in his in his late 50s. He's got kind of the bald head with the ring of hair around. He's got the Picard, the Lobot, whatever you want to call it. He's a portly gentleman. He's one of those guys that always seems to be taking a handkerchief and dabbing it to his forehead because he just always seems to be sweating. Right now is no exception. He's obviously trying to hide the fact that he is extremely nervous because he doesn't know what's going on. But he wants to project that he has absolute confidence in the four of you, and he tells you as such right before he locks the door from the outside. Gives you a friendly little wave, writes something on his hand, sticks it up. You can see, he says, "See you tomorrow morning?" ? And then he turns around and heads to his car.
Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah, I get the feeling that the adults around here just do not give a shit about us kids.
Indeed.
Well,
yes.
no. There is the janitor.
Yeah, but he doesn't count. Come on.
The faculty have some choice things to say about the student body and each other in the administration and the world at large. Really, it's just that it's the most toxic place I've ever looked into, to be perfectly honest. I've been in that kitchen.
We did figure out what happened to her, did we? What was her name? Doreen or something like that?
Lunch Lady Doreen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, she was back the next day. Right as rain.
Okay, well, Doreen number 1 disappeared. But We don't mention Doreen number 2.
So yes, it is. It is currently mid-October, so it's been about a month since your fabled detention of doom.
I like how we went from detention to being trusted to fix the school.
Right?
We've had a good
Right.
semester.
Yes, alone, locked, at night, reassuring.
Yeah. 2 guys, 2 girls, locked in a school together. Come on.
Even my father has said that he does not envy my position.
Yeah. Apparently, the health teacher did attempt to bring up that point to Principal Blackmore, and his response was to look at the 4 names on the list, kind of look over his glasses at the health teacher, think better for a second, put one finger over Courtney's name, show the other 3, go. And that was the end of that.
He picks up very quickly considering how relatively new he is since he replaced Mr. Jameson.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, that couldn't have anything to do with the fact that I didn't take notes.
After what happened last time, I can totally see
Yeah.
why the principal would no
Yep.
longer have a job here.
Yep. Yes, Principal Jameson was unceremoniously. Actually, you don't even know what happened to him. Just one day, you came into school, and the placard that had always read Principal Michael Jameson now read Principal Donald Blackmore. No one talked about it. No one seemed surprised by it. Everyone carried on as if he had always been the principal here, or at least had been the principal here for more than that day.
Yeah.
So
Nothing weird goes on around here.
right?
Yeah.
So as we're thinking about this, and as the night is getting going, let's throw it to Jessica. What happened when Principal Jameson seemingly no longer existed, and Principal Blackmore was there in his place? How did Jessica react to that? What did you do?
Well, the first thing she did was just say hi, because he was standing at the doorway when walk into school in the morning, because
Yep.
this guy seems to think that's what principals do.
Beaming smile
then-
and a wave for you that you
Right.
good
So,
morning, Jessica. To someone that
Good morning. Good morning.
to,
And then-
you have no idea who this person was.
Right. But that doesn't stop her from doing a good morning.
Yep.
And then proceeds to surreptitiously look into the office area through the glass windows that all administrative offices seem to have,
Yep.
so that they can watch the students. Sees the new name on the placard, and then she went to homeroom and instantly started Googling this dude.
Okay. Yeah, let's make the first roll of the night. Let's see how that went. We're going to make a it's going to be an intellect roll, anything having to do with computers, research, hacking, etc. However, here's a glitch. It's starting difficulty is 7.
So I have breaking into computers, lore, knowledge, and understanding. Well, I've got cryptography. That's not.
No, there's because you're not trying to break through codes or break into anything.
Yeah.
You're just trying to look for information on.
I guess that it would have to be an intellect roll, I guess.
Okay.
Because I've see through deception. Let me see what my. Yeah, no, those wouldn't work. Okay, so difficulty 7. I'm going to throw an effort in just
Yep. Remember, so
because.
you guys are tier 3, so you've got a little
Yeah.
bit more ammo at your disposal here.
There it is. Effort. It has been so long since I've actually played that I have to go looking for where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this is perplexing in and of itself. Donald Blackmore does not seem to exist.
Even in the the school records is just kind of just his name and kind of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, his name is in obviously the school staff roster. His previous work history takes you through a number of different file links and eventually ends up in an empty folder.
Interesting.
So, and that's kind of the thought that is going through your mind as you watch him walk away and leave you all locked in the school. What do you do?
Well, I look at them and go, okay, here's the deal. I Googled the dude. I did a deep dive. I can't find shit about our new principal.
Huh.
Nothing. I don't know about you guys, but I want to go check out his office.
So this is not even just a case of no social media presence, like no nothing.
No, as in like his current employee files just lead to a link to a link to a link to a link to nothing. So either this man is in witness protection or there's something really screwy going on. And why would they put a witness protection person here?
I mean, it is Ohio.
Yes,
Nobody
but
really
this is
wants to
Grimsby.
come here.
This is Grimsby. Come on, Courtney.
Yeah.
There's no way Marshal Service would put somebody here. Keep them safe.
Keep him safe now.
So I'm heading to his office because my curiosity is up. Because in case you haven't noticed, this weird shit started picking up when he showed up.
It's the only responsible thing to do.
Right?
I know, right?
All right. So while we're heading that way, Arshot, what have you been up to the last month? How have you reacted to the sudden substitute, as it were, of former Principal Jameson, maybe? And how has Arshot been spending his time?
Well, I found it very strange, the course of events that unfolded. And of course, trying to be a good son, I relay this to my parents, who are genuinely concerned, but also well connected. And not from my father, you see, because his circles extend much further out than these, but I believe the phrase is, when describing my mother, she's a nebby little bitch.
Okay.
So she took with great interest learning about the new administrator that we had in the school. And like Jessica, was also very interested in doing due diligence and determining credentials and overall efficacy. So I don't believe that I heard anything about that from her yet. And I myself have been uh, just trying to keep in my interests. My grandfather has been visiting, so it's been more wrestling training with him, which is all well and good. But is it cricket season yet? Please, please, just something to take the mind off, take the edge off. Just want to get a six or two.
It is unfortunately not yet cricket season,
I know.
especially in this
Oh,
bass
sorry.
backwards country in this middle of
Not quite
freaking
done yet.
nowhere. But all right, so you've been busying yourself
Jake's more snuggles.
on the various fields and
Yeah.
just kind of
Family affairs, yes. Family
Okay.
affairs.
all right. And as I assume you were all making your way together to the principal's office.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, let's not split the party, right at the
Right
beginning
away.
of the game.
And as you go towards the principal's office, bar shots. It's time for the first
It's like,
intrusion of the
what
night.
is this blue bar in front of me on the screen? Oh, shit. In normal times, I'm out of shot. Whenever I'm scared, it's oh, shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you were walking to the principal's office, you happened to pass the Grimsby High trophy case, and it is. I mean, it's relatively well stocked. The Reapers are not at the bottom of their athletic division by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not
Well,
stuff,
that's because cheerleaders are fucking inspiring.
right? Yeah, I mean, without the without the cheerleaders, the crowd at any Reapers game would just be dead.
Mm. Mm.
We got all night, folks.
Mm.
So it's gonna be one of those nights.
Oh,
Okay.
So for those of you at home, I spent probably a little bit longer than I should have today coming up with the Grimsby High School alma mater song. So maybe we'll get a recording of that at some point. But
I was going to say I saw it and I did not have time to layer the tracks in there,
I
but
appreciate that. Yeah.
give me a week or
Right.
so.
So Arshot, you are passing the trophy case, and just with your mind having been on sports for the last month or so, you just can't help but just kind of glance over it as you as you pass by, and as you go, like those pictures that as you move from side to side, it shifts between two pictures, and one of them is usually normal and the other one is like very Halloween-y kind of thing, especially around this time of year. So the picture of the lacrosse team from 5 years ago, they won the state champions, the state champs. And you can see, they're posing for their nice team photo. And as you walk by, the picture shifts, and they are, instead of the kids that you're expecting to see there, they are just rotting, dripping zombies. Just flesh hanging on places that flesh has no business hanging, and not on places where flesh really should be. And you take another step and it shifts back, to its normal picture.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would like to.
I said, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Keep my underwear in the same condition that it was when I put it on.
Ah, you pregame. Got it.
And I would like to let me see.
What do you need?
Oh, okay. I would like to roll perception and apply curious.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Let's get your snack.
You tell me what you're trying to do. I'll tell you what to roll.
Okay. I want to see if there is a signature, because clearly these are, something is covering something up. So what's the cover up?
Oh, like
Is it
which picture is fake?
Yeah, which picture is the actual fake one?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's we will take an intellect roll. Curiosity will apply. Anything having to do with seeing through deception will apply.
I do have see-through deception.
Okay. This will be a difficulty 5.
All right. And then level of effort. Yay.
Thanks. So it becomes very quickly obvious that the horrific picture is not the one that should be there. As you kind of move back and forth across like where the painting shifts and shifts back, sometimes it stays the way it is. Sometimes the field is simply empty. Sometimes the students are other kinds of monsters. You catch a glimpse of one where they're like human-sized millipedes, which is particularly disturbing. And at once, and this is the one that this really just sinks to your core, is the one where it shifts, and instead of the lacrosse team, you see cricket players.
That's just depressing.
Right?
What's depressing?
Come here. Come here. And I wait for Desmond to get there. He's like, walk back and forth and look at the lacrosse picture. Do you see a change? Does he see a change?
Of course not.
Do you see the different picture there?
No. Although I do see my older brother over there. He got all the athletic genes in his family.
That's excellent.
So let's
He's the one there lifting his leg because he's in the middle of farting when they took the picture. Classy guy.
Let's dive into that for a second, because why not? We're here. Desmond, tell us, as you're looking at the picture and you see your older brother. First of all, what's your older brother's name?
Xander.
Okay.
Damn it, Xander.
Xander Langtree. When Desmond first started to manifest his abilities, did he share them with Xander as a means of support, or did he hide them? And either way, what did Xander do when Desmond's abilities were discovered?
Desmond's abilities were discovered in an unfortunate way when he and Xander were, as quite often is the case amongst teenage boys, wrestling. And this is the one time that Desmond actually resoundingly won because he psychically shoved his brother off of him, who, fell back and was able to recover quite nicely, but was not expecting that level of strength to come out of his wee brother.
So much wrestling.
Yep. Aside from that, though, they haven't spoken about it. There hasn't been so much wrestling since. His brother's kind of, keeps a little bit of distance on account of the fact that his brother's getting weirder and weirder by the day. And Desmond doesn't notice because he's getting weirder and weirder by the day.
Okay. So it's time for the next intrusion of the night.
Woohoo! Let's see.
Okay. So, as you are standing there in front of the trophy case, and you're thinking back to that particular wrestling match with Xander, what was it that Xander said as he lay there gobsmacked on the ground with you having just psychically thrown him halfway across the room?
The heck, man, are you juicing?
So you're standing there, and you're thinking that, and you hear just a slight, and everyone does hear this. You hear some static from as the intercom suddenly comes on, and you hear almost like a radio that's almost tuned out of the station. You hear a very garbled, very kind of staticky, "The heck, man, are you juicing?"
Huh. Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
The intercom. Did it just turn on or is it just me?
What intercom?
Okay, it's just me then. All right, I can deal with that. As long as it wasn't a possessed lunch lady saying it, I think I'll be okay.
No, it you very much recognized it, even through all the static and the distortion, as Xander's voice. But it is not the Xander of now. It is the Xander of that night. His voice is a little higher, a little shakier. He's not. He didn't have the air of being the jock hero that he tried to put on at school.
Huh.
And
I'm going to assume that one of my abilities is starting to slip a little bit out of my control tonight, and that's probably not a good sign.
Which one is that?
That's a good question. Well, it's just kind of as an extension of the overall psychic thing. Like, maybe my distortion is interacting with the PA system,
Okay, I like that.
or my onslaughts are rattling what's going on in my head through the wires.
I would like everyone else, please. So, Arshat, Courtney, and Jessica. This is going to be a perception roll. And if you have anything related to, sensing the weird or things like that, you can feel free to apply it. This will be a difficulty 5.
Would detecting falsehoods, or is that
Nope.
more spoken lies?
Nope.
Okay. So if not, just a straight up intellect?
Yep.
Nope. Not her forte.
There it is.
Woohoo!
Okay. So, Jessica and Arshad, Desmond, what does it look like when your distortion ability slips out of your control?
So the distortion ability is usually a visual thing that, fluctuates the light around somebody and makes them difficult to, hit. So when it slips out of control, it doesn't happen to just me or a target, like when I'm intending to do it. And instead, it just starts happening to the environment around. So everything just starts bending and twisting the way that it's not supposed to because the light's refracting improperly.
Okay. So yeah, you see, the trophy case starts bulging and shifting and melting, or at least looking like it. Courtney and Jessica, Arshat and Jessica, you recognize that something is coming from, that somehow something something Desmond is doing is causing this. Jessica, for your, okay, so first of all, Jessica, what would you like to do in response to this? And I will try to tailor your major effect appropriately.
So I'm recognizing that whatever is going on with Desmond is causing this woo-woo going on.
Yep.
All right, so I just walk up to him and backhand. I give smack him.
Okay.
Snap out of it.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to we'll start with Jessica. You're going to give me a might or speed, basically an unarmed attack roll of might or speed, your choice. And you can, there will not be a difficulty. You're setting a difficulty here. But you will have 2 assets to the roll.
Okay. I do have a fast punch attack. Would that work?
Absolutely.
Since he would not be expecting it.
Yep. Okay, so 4. Okay. Okay. So it's 4, 5 because it's a light attack, 6, 7 because of the 2 assets that I gave you. We're belying we're ignoring the damage for a moment, which means Desmond, please make me an intellect defense roll difficulty 7.
Oh boy. Let's see.
And this is the warrior not hit. That's not the warrior hitting you.
Right.
I know, right? If only I had defense. All right. So intellect.
So remember, 20s are not automatic success. So if you can't get it down below a 7, but you can spend effort, then you automatically fail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say she caught me completely off guard. I was not expecting this because I'm, in my head. Hence the reason everything's going weird.
Okay. So yeah, Jessica, you notice this. You and Courtney kind of, look up and meet each other's gaze. and you kind of nod knowingly, and you walk up behind him and check. Desmond, as this is probably not the first time, especially given that you're going through memories with Xander right now, you face plant onto the floor.
Well, see, I pictured him going face first into the display case.
Okay, okay, sure, that works. Yeah.
Just gonna bang it.
Better acoustics that way.
Right. Yeah. So yes, you bounce off of the front of the trophy case, and because it is plexiglass, because again, school budget is for shit. Pay teachers what they're worth. It doesn't actually break. But yeah, you do get almost kind of like a nice tuning fork kind of vibration thing going. But you as it fades, you hear the PA speaker short out.
Why?
Hmm.
Hey.
Sorry, got in my head there a bit. That's
Yeah, gotta stop doing that.
Baby.
Okay.
Come on, let's go find out what this dude's story is.
Okay, so you make it to the
and as we walk away, by the way,
Mhm.
Jessica walks ahead of Desmond, and he just kind of looks after her with like a weird look on his face, thinking like, "Oh wow, she must like me."
As you get to, so you do get to the
Nice.
administrative offices.
Sweetheart.
They are locked.
Okay,
Uh,
I got lock picking skills.
Yep. We'll respect the skill. Yep. You managed to get through the lock with relatively little effort.
It's not the first time I have picked this particular
Right.
lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was
Dude.
apparently the high security replacement that they put in after last time. It just meant you had to use the the next thickness up of lockpick.
Ooh,
Right.
it's a 3-pin rather than a 2-pin.
Pretty much. So yes, you are in the administrative office. Would you like to go into Principal Blackmore's office?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. Principal Blackmore's office is
Nice.
not locked within the suite. So you get there, and it looks much like a normal office during off hours. There's a computer, there's various stacks of paper, some in manila folders, some in like the big manila envelopes, interoffice memo kind of thing. There is a file cabinet kind of down alongside the desk. It's not a big one. It's 2 regular sized drawers and a small drawer up on top. There's a couple of the cheesy motivational posters up on the wall, and there's one that does kind of catch your attention, because it's so off-brand and just not what you would expect, but it looks exactly like one of those motivational posters. But it's a picture of a sidewalk that just abruptly stops, and you just see grass on the other side of it. And the title of it is Disillusionment, and the caption below it is "Damn you, Shel Silverstein." And there
Okay, this
are
dude's got a sense of humor.
right.
I like it.
And there is also a banner hanging across the wall that it looks like he put up recently, just saying "Go Reapers."
Is there a computer on his desk, or did he take it home with him?
Yeah, no, yeah. You see a docking station, but you don't. Yes, the laptop is gone because it is the weekend.
Oh, fudge. All right,
Does
so I
he
just start
have-
actually just kind of rifling through the files just to
Does
see
he
if there's
have
anything
family
like
pictures
our
on
names.
his desk?
Are there any family pictures on his desk? Yes. Yes, there are. You see now this is actually interesting because you see 3 different pictures of Principal Blackmore. They seem to be, judging by his age in the pictures, they seem to be taken probably somewhere between 7 and 10 years apart. One of them is him in skiing ensemble at the top of a mountain. There's another one where he is in a canoe. And there is a third one where he is sitting behind the wheel of a sports car. And the interesting thing about them is that with every one, he is posed with a different woman.
Aha.
Interstate man of mystery.
I-70 man of mystery.
I'm also looking through the file folders for, like, in the file cabinets to see things like, oh, if any of our records are there, kind of thing that might lead to why he chose the 4 of us to stay overnight in here.
Well, you all did volunteer for this.
Yeah, but there's also got to be a reason why he agreed to it.
Okay.
You know.
And Jessica, intrusion.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to make this a... make this a difficulty. Yeah. So you are rifling through the papers, and even though there is no air movement in here, there isn't even like air conditioning because there's no central air. It's a little window unit and it's off. But the papers start kind of swirling around into a little bit of a whirlwind, kind of like a dust devil of paper. Please make me a difficulty 5 intellect defense roll. Anything related to overcoming fear or similar things would apply here.
Let's see, there's a perception. I got identifying, but I don't think that works. Okay. Goody.
Oh,
Nope.
so close. Okay, so this has you spooked.
Okay, so I do a quick little kind of hands up, jump back kind of thing, going, the fuck? And then, like, try and kind of shake it off and not appear as freaked as I am.
Yep. Now, I will say, as this happens, because you are a puzzle solver, a pattern matcher,
Mm-hmm.
kind of by nature, and you see just for a second, as the papers are fluttering around, you see what look like words. Like the papers and folders are in a position that they seem to be forming a phrase. And the phrase is the old wing.
The old wing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Desmond, does the
Yeah.
free what do you know about the old wing of the school here? Any history you know about it?
That's a fascinating question. What history do I know about it?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say make me, and this will be an intellect roll. Again, anything having to do with history, or anything like that would apply. It is a difficulty 5.
Oh,
You know no shit either.
Right? You've all heard passing references to the old wing of the school. It's an area that has been sealed off for decades. No one knows why, but everyone has theories, you know.
it's where they keep the lunch meat.
Yeah.
Ancient
you have to-
Indian burial ground.
You have to sequester it from everything else. I mean,
Right?
While they're doing this,
Mhm.
I'm rifling through his desk. I'm looking to see what kind of like candy, snacks, and an obligatory bottle of booze he's got secreted in there.
Okay. So if you are also rifling through his desk, then you are also there when the whirlwind happens. So I will also need a difficulty 5 intellect defense roll from you.
Ooh, and I have an inability in that. So that'll be fun.
Welcome to the club.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
What
We're
in the actual
smart, we
fuck?
just can't defend against it.
Right? So yeah, this really throws you. And yeah, you are so taken aback that you are actually not able to get into his desk at all. Because actually, as the whirlwind of papers flew up, you actually got hit by a few of the manila folders. And while they didn't do any damage, they actually hurt.
Like they were more solid than they should be.
No, I think you just weren't expecting how fast they were moving or the force with which they were moving. This was not a light, gentle breeze. This was, you freeze frame it and it's the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, this is definitely a case of what in the actual fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw in that whirlwind the words "the old wing." So, call me crazy, but I'm guessing the woo-woo that's going on here wants us to go to the old wing of the school.
does anyone know where the entrance to the old wing is?
Might we be looking for a back door of some kind?
I bet you Mr. Waizaki, the school janitor, would know.
That are what I know because of like the football team doing hazing of like the JV members, trying to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take. I will say anyone who wants to, uh, can give me a difficulty 6 intellect roll. Courtney, I will give you an asset because that was a very good argument. Again, history, anything having to do with like social status around the school. Desmond, I will also give you an athlete for sort of omens give me sight beyond sight.
See through deception? No,
No,
probably not.
no.
Ah,
Womp womp.
man,
Right.
even with the not.
Okay.
Okay, at least Desmond got it.
Well, we know where the line was.
Fortunately, I can see the unseen. So
Yep.
Okay, as long as one person
Right.
succeeds.
so we don't have to like break a window, go outside, go break another window to go into it.
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
But I would prefer not to.
So Desmond, how do you know where the entrance to the old wing is? What little gem did you stumble upon at some point that you know about this?
So when they sealed off the old wing, they mostly bricked over the hallway. And because, Desmond's just touched spicy in a lot of respects, he noticed that the pattern of bricks was a little bit different than the rest of the pattern in the wall. You can see the line where the old hallway cut off and they put the new part over it. So he happened to spot that at one point.
I love that so much.
That's just wow.
Love it. So you do you bother to tell the others, or do you just kind of head off and assume that they may or may not follow you?
Oh, I tell the others because I want Cricket Boy with me in case something needs to get smacked. Or Jessica, apparently, because
right?
She got some swift mitts there.
All right. As you go, let's see. I think I'll give this one to. Nope. This one. We're going to give this one to Courtney. Partially because I don't think I've given you an intrusion yet.
No, you haven't.
Because you, as I recall, are the warrior of the group.
Okay, I'm gonna give that to Desmond because seriously, Patrick, that was just freaking genius.
So as you are heading down the hall, you pass the vending machines that are outside, that are outside, right by the school store. And I need you to make me a speed defense roll, difficulty 4, as you are being pelted with all sorts of candy bars, and you don't have to worry quite so much about like the bags of chips because they're really light, but that nougat packs a punch, man. And they, oh no.
Oh, come on.
Ouch. Yeah. So, in addition to that, you also take, and I'll give that to you, 4 points of might damage. As you know, I mean, they keep saying too much candy is not good for you, and this is
Yeah, and
But this is
Stickers
ridiculous.
do pack a fucking wallop, apparently.
Yep. Yeah, they are, again, they're, these things are vehement. Yeah, they hit like a truck. As you are like battered and thrown back against the wall to the side, as these things just completely take you by surprise, and just pelt the hell out of you.
I run over and unplug the thing, just on the off chance that it might stop it.
It was already unplugged.
Okay. Oh, it's one of those vending machines. Okay. In which case, I reach down, grab a bag of Cheetos, and start munching.
Okay.
Yeah, I like, oh, Courtney, are you okay? While I'm stuffing a bunch of stuff into my backpack.
I flip you off, grab a handful of candy bars and bags of chips and truck them into my backpack.
Okay. As the vending machine is now, like, everything it had in there has been fired at you, so it is now empty, and it is still trying to launch things, and it sounds like someone repeatedly trying to fire a gun where the magazine is empty. And you could swear that they're getting more emphatic and almost sounding frustrated as they go, which is a weird thing to say about a vending machine, but here we are. So yes, the vending machine seems very put out by the fact that it has no more candy to beat you with.
So it's run out of ammo.
Yes. And you make your way to the bricked over entrance to the old wing to the school. How would you like to... And how would you like to make your way into it?
They had to have left some means to open it. We just have to figure out what it is.
I could go get my cricket bat and see where it's weak.
Might I recommend, in light of the fact that a vending machine just assaulted one of our friends, that the cricket bat is probably very much apropos for the situation.
Oh, you Mr. Sight Beyond Sight. Tell us where we can find the thing. Look at
So
it.
do I actually see anything resembling a door or some sort of mechanism to open part of it? I figured they would probably just conceal something in it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do it this way. Arshot, you're going to get your cricket bat, and you're trying to find a weak spot.
Yep.
All right. So let's see what Desmond has here. So, what I can say is, Desmond, if you wanted, what I would let you do is basically use your reveal ability on Arshot to give him, we'll say 2 assets to the roll to basically find the weak spots.
Sounds good.
Okay. So Arshot, as you're kind of, you get the cricket bat and you come back, and as you're kind of looking at this, you feel Desmond's hand on your shoulder, and your vision kind of goes a little bit black and green wireframe. And you can see almost like a heat map of where the weak points are for you to just kind of bust through it.
I have not experienced this kind of vision since I last had my grandmother's curry. So, okay, so I'm looking and see the kind of distortion of the wireframe that would indicate a weak point.
Yep. And I'm going to say this is going to be basically an attack roll with your cricket bat, so might or speed, your choice. It is difficulty 6, but you are getting 2 assets from Desmond.
Nice. Ah,
Might I suggest you have 7 XP? I mean, now, I will say this above the table. You will get through. It's a matter of how much time passes and whether you injure yourself along the way.
okay. I will spend an XP to reroll.
Okay.
And the first attempt did not work.
Yeah, just hit the reroll button. Now I will say this is a kind of roll where you can try again. You must spend at least one more level of effort than you did on the previous roll. And when you get to the point where you have already spent, if you get to the point where you've spent 3 levels of effort and you still fail, then you are out of opportunities to try.
Okay. Hold on, let me just
So this is going to be just a new roll. Again, is go ahead. System difficulty 6.
okay.
And now you must spend at least 1 level of effort because you spent none last time.
Does it matter if I roll from my medium weapon
Yeah, that's fine.
since it is an attack?
Yep,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. Still have the 2 assets.
Mhm.
I'm agitated, so now I'm spending 2 levels of effort.
Okay. So you
My
can
grandfather prepared me for moments like this. He taught me in his wisdom, in his superior strength, that there are some opponents that refuse to be bested. And in those situations, one must gather one's energy, one must calm one's spirit, one must focus on the true objective of the goal. Oh, fuck it! And he just bolts with his shoulder forward right where that point is.
Okay. So now you must use 3 levels of effort.
Hello. Okay.
There we go. Might I suggest the use of a recovery roll?
And where?
They're under combat.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
But there was something else as I was like trying to cram of what abilities and stuff that I have. No skill. Okay, sure. There's something with a recovery roll. But
Yes,
anyway.
surging confidence. Your first first recovery roll of the day doesn't actually cost you an action, but we're also not in combat right now. So
Okay, that's fair. So, okay. Wait, do I roll the heart?
yes. There you go.
I like that one. And okay, yes. God bless.
So basically, he just plows through a brick wall, which collapses as he barrels through it.
So, Arshad, please describe the trials and tribulations of getting through this facade.
Desmond puts his hand on my shoulder, and Arshad has to get used to the weird vision. It's like, this is fascinating. I haven't seen this since last time I ate my grandmother's curry. And he goes through and he takes a practice swing, and then he goes up and he takes the butt of the stick and he just goes tap tap tap, and he steps back and he looks at everybody else and goes, I learned that one from Looney Tunes. Nothing happened. Okay. So, all right. Does Desmond need to maintain contact on Arshat's shoulder?
We'll say no. We'll say no.
Okay. So Desmond recoils a little and goes, you do you, okay. And so fine. And he does the practice swing practice. And this time he steps into it and tries to put the edge of the bat in the like right in the sweet spot there. And you just hear dink. And just like me standing there.
Learned that one from Looney Tunes too.
Next, he backs up one step, backs up 2 steps, puts the cricket bat behind him, and he takes a running start, and he run, and he lunges forward to bring the bat down on the wall. And it's like the wall knew what was coming, because Desmond probably could swear that there was just sort of this shimmer of visual distortion, like a force field that makes the bat stop, and it just does the you see the reverberation, like whoa, 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 whoa. Desmond swears that he heard the walls say, I learned that one from Looney Tunes. And then Desmond just makes his eloquent speech and then throws down the bat and runs forward with his right shoulder at the wall in order to finally knock it down.
Okay. So, I will offer you another intrusion.
Oh, after that ordeal. Of course.
Okay. So as you are, backing up and getting ready for your final charge, you hear what you could swear sounds like vague, echoey whispers of a cheerleading cheer. And you hear them, almost kind of whispering, it kind of echoing, go team, go team, go team, go away! As you make me an intellect defense roll, please. Difficulty 4.
All of us, or
Nope,
just our shot?
just our shot.
Meh.
That is 4 points of intellect damage.
Ouch.
Which normally does, yeah, and it's not physical damage, so it goes around your resilience as well. So yeah, you take 4 points of intellect damage. As you get through the wall, but you are very, very shaken now.
Mm-hmm.
And all 4 of you see a hallway. Much like any other hallway you would see in the school, except that it is dark, smells of dust and regret, and leads down the hall. You do see what look like flickering neon lights from one of the doors off to the left.
Okay, question.
Mhm.
Is this a hallway that if we were standing outside, we would see? Like if we walk the perimeter of the school?
No.
Okay. Just
Grimsby.
it's one of those because, like, the
So Grimsby High, the high school is kind of laid out as a circuit.
Okay.
And this is leading into the inside.
Okay.
As I slowly get up, I announce, if anybody else would like to lead, I will be perfectly happy with that.
I just kind of stare at Court.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just letting Arshad get himself dusted up. Okay, are we good? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoulder the backpack.
I pull out my phone, turn on the flashlight to try and give us a little bit of light.
You see there's a lot of dust, just random things on the floor. You see a banner hanging across the hall advertising for Grimsby Homecoming 1983. And the slogan at the bottom of the banner is, "Embrace the school spirit."
Oh, wow. So this is like our grandparents' homecoming.
I'm trying to do the math, but that's the class that I actually need the extra credit for, so.
I love that.
Embrace the spirit.
Oh, sorry, Michelle.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I'm
All right.
okay.
So
Jessica,
he's got the light.
First thing to this.
I'm taking the lead.
I'm sorry, Jessica, are you actually, you are opening yourself up to?
Absolutely. You know what? I am in a mood. I offer huggies to whatever spirit is in the room.
Okay.
Because you never know. That might be all it needs. Is the school spirit just needs a fucking hug.
Well, you do actually, as as you stand there, kind of just shaking your head at the stupidity of it all, and just kind of mumbling under your breath, "I embrace the school spirit. I embrace the school spirit." Some wind picks up from down the hall, and the banner kind of flutters a little bit, and you actually see a glowing neon green figure floating down the hall towards you, and it is getting, as it gets closer, you'll know it's not just taking its time. It's it's not running, but it is definitely marching with purpose. Courtney, this is impossible. This is absolutely impossible. There have been stories passed down through the cheerleading team for decades now at this point of the girl who first founded the cheerleading squad at Grimsby. Her name was Tammy. Her last name has been lost to time. But you know that this is Tammy. And she is doing flips and tumbles and, jumping splits and the whole thing as she is heading down the hall towards you. Grimsby High. You folks really do. I'm not coming up with a cheerleader. Just doing these things that sound like sound like they should be very motivational cheers if they weren't completely fucking morbid.
Okay, I'm dropping the backpack and I'm pulling out my pom-poms.
Okay.
And I'm going and because I'm not sure if she's a friendly spirit or if she's gonna try to kick our asses. So I'm kind of going into defense mode.
Okay. So you're taking out the pom-poms. What are you just kind of standing there waiting? Are you trying to engage her? What are you doing?
I'm waiting. I'm
Join in the cheer. Come on.
I'm planning myself in front of the party, and I'm sorry. Aries has been bugging me all night. Cat. Plan myself in front of everybody, and I'm doing the canonical, the legs spread, the hands on the hips with the pom-poms, and so it kind of I am the immovable force.
Okay. So she comes up to you, and there is, obviously she doesn't recognize you, but she game recognized game. She stops, takes the exact same pose as you, then raises one of her pom-poms in the air in, one of those, stereotypical cheerleader poses.
Yeah.
And says, "Okay, let's go." And she starts doing a cheer routine. Would you like to try to follow along?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be a speed roll. The difficulty is 4. Let's see what you have. You can absolutely use your specialization in social interactions.
What would that be under?
It's under skills.
Oh.
That's it. So you're going to click the all-in-one dialogue on that, but then class settings, you're just going to set that to speed.
Okay.
And then again, you may use edge, or you may use effort as you wish.
Okay.
But it's a 4, which means your specialization will bring it down to a 2.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so that should have been okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So it takes you a bit, but these are all moves that still exist in the repertoire. The choreography of stringing them together has certainly changed in the last 40 years. But as you're going, they feel familiar. It's just a matter of stringing them together, and you have been doing this long enough that you see the hints that signal what the transitions are going to be.
Okay.
And the two of you finish, and she is just beside herself with glee. And she goes to throw her arms around you to give you a hug. Passes right through you.
Yeah.
And looks confused for a second, and then does a very kind of self-conscious giggle as she turns to you, because it is absolutely clear to anyone watching that she forgot she was a ghost.
Cammy, why are you still here? You should have graduated a long time ago.
I did. But I mean, they always talk about, the people who peaked. And I think this is where I peaked.
Oh, honey.
And so, yeah. And I don't know. One day I was crossing the street, and then the next thing I knew, I was here. And I was back. And I'm my old self again. And it's just so great to be back at Grimsby. So much pride. And as she says that, you hear from further down the hall, it sounds like a voice coming through a megaphone, but you hear an older gentleman's voice come through, very scratchy, very gravelly, and very angry. And he just starts ranting about how there's no pride, there's no school pride anymore. Grimsby has lost its spirit, and this school is too good for the derelicts and wastrels that it calls students these days.
Okay, now I'm offended.
I bend down and pick up a couple bricks.
Tammy hears this, looks back at you, kind of rolls her eyes, shakes her head and giggles. Oh, Principal Higgins. And she keeps drifting off and drifts through one of the walls and disappears.
Okay, the squad is never going to believe this.
Do you want a minute to write down the cheer?
No, it's in here. Okay, so is the principal looking like he's going to try to attack us?
So you can't actually.
Is he just grumbling?
You don't actually see him. It's coming down the hall past where your light goes, where your light can reach.
Shall we?
I offer a brick to Jessica. Brick?
How do we prove school spirit? I kind of poke Courtney in the shoulder and go, your turn, do a cheer. And we'll just cheer behind you. Yay! Why not?
Okay. So you're proceeding down the hall, and that his voice, which originally just sounded like it was coming from, like I said, like a megaphone down the hall, is now blasting through all of the PA speakers, of which there are far more than there are in other areas of the school. It's excessive, actually. There's like
Okay, Principal Higgins, show yourself.
there's like one basically in between every pair of classroom doors
Yeah.
on each side of the hall. I actually need each of you, please, to make me. This one's going to be a little easier. A difficulty 3 intellect defense roll.
You say that to people with an inability in intellect defense.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so Courtney, because you fail, you took 3 points of intellect damage, and that ignores armor and goes straight to your intellect.
Okay.
Jessica, what would you?
I have no idea how to use the major
Okay,
effects.
that's fine. That's fine. So as you're going, as you're heading down the hall, Jessica, you feel a spectral hand on your shoulder, but it's not frightening, it's actually comforting. And you look over your shoulder.
I was gonna say, can I see it out of like the corner of my eye or something like that?
It is another ghost. This one is the ghost of a janitor. And he looks at you and I'll give you a temporary additional cipher.
Ooh.
And he looks at you and he kind of smiles. And you can tell that he kind of wants to wink, but thinks better of it. And I'm going to reach out to my players now because I know you said it, but I don't remember, and I don't remember on my own, the janitor's name.
Daniel Wysocki.
Thank you. Should have known that.
School janitor who's more than what he seems. Has a magical sword that we found in his closet.
So he kind of looks at you and he smiles. And it's then that you look down and see that over his janitor's outfit, he's wearing like almost a very Jedi-like robe. And he kind of pushes the left side of it back a little bit, and you see a sword hanging from his belt, and he looks at you and he smiles and he says, Wysocki chose well. Go get it, kid.
Help me, Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. All right. So, have we seen Principal Higgins yet, or we're just still just only hear him?
Yep.
I would like, hold on. I would like to use de-incentivize.
Okay.
And basically, with the help of janitor's approval.
Okay.
Basically, call out to the ether. Now that's enough. How dare you say we have no school spirit when we are here on a Friday night trying to help this school?
Okay.
You have a star athlete here. You have the head of the cheerleaders. You have the guy who knows everybody. And you got me. How dare you say we have no school spirit?
Okay. So I'm not going to make you use those yet. But I will say that with that, a series of like the neon light tubes on the ceiling kind of crackle to life. And you see far further down the hallway than it really should be from, physical space, stands an old man, rumpled suit. From here, you can't actually tell if he's a ghost or real. But you see that in his right hand, he's holding an intercom mic. And he's brandishing it like a weapon. And on his, in his other hand, you see he has a stack of manila folders. And he just stands there waiting for you.
I put my hand back to the group who have gathered up all the fucking candy that was thrown at us.
Okay.
Somebody hand me a Snickers bar.
Rummage through the bag. Snickers. Here you go.
Oh, come on, Desmond. You knew she was going to ask for that. You had it at the ready.
And I hold it up going, I just sold a shit ton of these for this band to go to Disney World. And I throw the Snickers bar down at him and go, obviously you're hungry. Have a Snickers bar.
Okay. So this is going to be an intellect roll. Because you are basically attacking him with intellect.
I was thinking using something like special ability to influence the mind of others that I have under my skills.
Using special. Okay.
Basically convince him to calm the
Yeah.
fuck down.
So yeah, I will take that as training for this role. If you want, yes, you can. So yeah, you can use disincentivize as part of the action to ease your roll by one step.
Okay, so use the special ability.
Click on the using special abilities that influence the minds of others, and then under situational modifiers, you can say eased by one.
It's not letting me. There it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess because I had it open too.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So the Snickers bar, you throw it, it hits the ground well before it gets to him. But it kind of does the thing where, it's sliding down the hall and kind of spinning as it goes. And as it gets to him, you see he actually kind of recoils as if he has just been hit.
Well, they do say sugar is bad for you.
And we are actually in combat. So
Ooh,
I would like
down.
everyone, please, to roll initiative. Let me put everyone on the.
Where the hell is initiative? There it is.
It's under
Yep,
skills.
found it. Yep. Yes,
There we
I
go.
picked a fight with a ghost.
Yep.
What's the base difficulty for
5.
initiative?
Oh shoot!
That's all right. Don't worry about
I
it.
think I.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That means that he goes first. And he's going to you don't quite know how, but he is all of a sudden right in front of you. He takes the manila folders in his offhand, flicks them, and they wrap around and form a manila shield.
That's cool. I've just got to tell you right now, that's cool.
He raises his the intercom mic back like it is a weapon, and he looks at you, and his eyes try to bore into your soul as he looks at you and just sneers, "Detention." Make me a difficulty 5 intellect defense roll, Jessica. You take 3 points of intellect damage.
Okay.
And that makes it Courtney's turn.
Okay.
Let's see what these pom-poms can do.
I'm trying to use one of my abilities. It's no roll required, but I have to alt click to pay it. I'm
Okay. What is it?
trying to figure out what I need to click on.
Oh, so if you hold down the alt button, you'll see that the little form icon for the just turns into like 2 stacks of coins.
No,
Okay. What are you trying to use?
I'm trying to use Fury.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because all it's doing is I'm getting a star to pin the item at the top, but it's not giving me.
Okay.
Oh, what is?
Yeah. If you hold down alt, you should see it change from the form icon to the 2 stacks of coins. If you don't see that, then I'll just do it from here.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let me manually.
No, it already did.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So you are getting yourself geared up. How are you doing this?
All right.
Right.
Because, yeah. Like I said, I already got the pom poms out. I'm starting some of the chants that we use pre-game
Okay.
that we use to psych ourselves up. I know I'm not going to try to come up with those off
Yep.
the top of my head because I was not a cheerleader in high school.
So she's cheering about getting rowdy.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doing the neck cracking thing. All right. And that brings it to Jessica.
Okay. So he has screamed detention at me.
Mm-hmm.
I reach into my back pocket and pull out a little slip of paper, which is my perma-pass to wander the halls that I talked a teacher into giving me ages ago. I'm allowed to be here. Just to
Actually,
fuck with the guy.
do you actually? Okay.
I don't think I have. I
Okay.
don't think it's actually.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do then. We're going. So basically, we're going to treat this like a flashback. And I'm just going to say pay an XP and you have it.
I will happily do that. Because in real life, I had a perma-pass for second
Of
period.
Of course you did.
Of course you did. All right.
Somewhere I still have it. 30 years later. But
Okay. So you are attacking with I have a hall pass.
basically,
Okay.
and using persuasion, I guess, to get the guy to.
So what that's actually going to do is let's see, what have we got here? Yeah, so you can use persuasion and make it specialized because using the special abilities also comes into play. And then you can give yourself an asset for for having the hall pass. And is a difficulty 5 intellect roll.
Yeah, if this was powered by the apocalypse, this would totally be one of my tags.
Oh, yeah.
If I have a hall.
Yep. Oh no!
I'm re-rolling that.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
Much better.
Battle of wills, basically.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Yeah, so you hold the hall pass up. You say, "I'm allowed to be here," and like the air vibrates, like this is an actual attack out of an anime. He is, and he takes it like a gut punch. Ah! That makes it Desmond's turn. So what has happened? You see that Courtney has gone into her psych herself up routine. Jessica has just produced a hall pass from somewhere, and it seems to have done some kind of like magical blast to Principal Higgins, who, yeah, he's he is definitely a ghost, but instead of glowing green like any of the others you've seen so far, it's kind of a dusty grayish brown. He's wearing an old sport coat jacket with the patches on the elbows. He has a shield made of a spiral of middle folders. And he looks at you, or right now he is looking at Jessica with a look that reminds you of nothing so much as like Clint Eastwood, but like later Clint Eastwood, where the sneer was like half Alzheimer's. You know, when he was at the national convention.
All right. Fortunately, I have come prepared for just such an emergency.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to change things up.
Okay.
That I have a feeling that the thing that will hurt him most is something dealing with our school spirit or some relation to the school, except, of course, Desmond panics because he has almost no actual school spirit whatsoever.
Okay.
So the only thing that comes to mind is math class. So he formulates in his brain one of the fundamental rules of geometry, just corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Reaches into his mind and shoots it at the principal while shouting out the important, mnemonic word, Kapoptek, poof, at him as an onslaught. Mental attack.
Okay. Oh, I'm loving this. This is great. Okay. Yep. It's a difficulty 5 intellect roll. Do it to it.
Oop. Let's close that, reopen it. There we go.
Hey! And that does. Okay. We need to put that in as a So that was I'm assuming that was the mental onslaught.
Yes.
Okay.
Which thing do I click to pay the price for the oh wait, no, it already did it.
It,
Okay.
it does it automatically. Yep.
I'm looking at the wrong column.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. Arshat. You're muted. You're still muted.
I walk up, cricket bat in hand, using it like a ski pole. Clink, step. Clink, step. Not breaking eye contact.
Okay.
And I whip the bat up and I set it on my shoulder and I lean in as a transfer student to this school. And I start rattling off because I was also paying attention to the trophy case of the various championships and just start naming the teams, the years, the championships, the sports, the legends.
Okay. Make me a difficulty 5. This is going to be an intellect roll. Let's see. Any skills that you can use?
I've got persuasion, but
yeah, I'll give you persuasion, and I'll give you an extra asset because you're using the school teams. Okay.
excellent.
Yep. So you start naming the teams, and this one, you don't see it come across as like damage. You don't see him get hurt, but you see that he stands there stone faced, and you see a tear start to come down his face, and you can see him like really trying to resist breaking into a bit of a proud smile. But then that reverie breaks. And he looks at you. He looks you up and down. He says, We play real sports here. That's what gives us pride. And he is striking straight to your heart. I need you to make a difficulty 5 intellect defense roll.
Yes!
Oh, yes! Nice. All right. Don't forget to click the coins to get your points back.
Oh, I
And,
forgot about those.
Points.
um, and then, yeah. I will let you turn this into a free attack if you would like. And
Mhm.
turn it around and, just give him a good old quip back.
Oh. No, because you see what happens after he leans in?
Oops. Hit the wrong thing.
Okay.
Shit.
No
Ignore
worries, no
that.
worries. I got it. Never happened.
When the dude leans in
Mhm.
and gives that's when Arshad takes his left leg and sweeps the principal's leg, spins him down into a wrestling move, takes the bat from his shoulder, and now has it on top of him going, wrestling's been around for over 5,000 years, and I'm about to knock a 2 out of you for longer than you have ever roamed this earth.
Okay. I love it. So this is going to be this is going to be a difficulty 6 because this is an actual physical attack.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, a difficulty 6 attack. You can use what we got. You can use you can basically use fast punch, but I'm assuming that you're just trying to knock him to the ground rather than actually damage him.
Correct. The fast, yes.
Okay.
Punch, no.
Yep. So yeah, so treat it as a light weapon attack. So it's might or speed, your choice.
Oh, okay. Wait, so I don't click fast punch?
You can, yeah.
Or
Yes, you can. That's fine.
okay.
Yeah. It just won't do the actual damage.
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
Yep. Nice. Okay, so what I will say is that you knock him down, and those 3 extra points actually do happen as damage. He looks up at you, and
Okay.
you see that the reference to wrestling has just completely trashed his resolve. And he looks up at you and says, I didn't know you wrestled. And now it's Courtney's turn. So Arshad has just wrestled him to the ground.
Okay. God, that's just absolutely freaking beautiful, Arshot. So since I've been warming up, it's like, and now I start pulling out one of our more complicated cheer combinations, and I'm doing the calls, and the various moves and stuff are coming out as basically fast punches, and so I'm now like basically beating the hell out of him while I'm doing a cheer routine.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is going to be difficulty 6 because it is, well, no, we'll make it 5 because it's Yeah, because you're doing a cheer, and that's just too funny.
Okay. So here. Okay, here, let me click that again.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use a couple levels. Since I'm using the pom-poms as a part of the showing the whole school spirit thing, can I have that as an asset towards the attack?
No, so that is actually basically what lowered. That was essentially an asset that lowered it back down from a 6 to a 5.
Okay.
So
let's see.
But you can do it as a fast punch, because it is an unarmed attack.
Okay.
And then you get 2 extra damage from Fury.
Yes.
So go ahead and put that on.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta take the GM intrusion because
that's just beautiful. Thank you.
this is okay. Now we're entering some Scooby-Doo shit.
So you come up, you walk up to it, you kind of dance up to him. You're doing we got spirit, yeah, it. We got spirit, help us show it, And he flips the shield around. There is one manila envelope on in his hand. It says Higgins, Tammy. Who do you think taught her those moves? And he backhands you with the manila envelope. You take let's see, you got some armor, right? Yeah, so you will end up taking a total of 2 points of might damage and 2 points of intellect damage. And that is after the armor.
Okay.
Well, Jessica, the tide has just turned. I think it might be time for some janitor's approval right now.
Yeah. And continuing with the using the special ability to influence the minds.
Okay. So disincentivizing.
I break out into song. In real life, I am not going to sing. Our school alma mater.
Hold on, I have to pull it up now. I have to pull it up now.
I've already, yes, I pulled it up, but I am not going to sing because you do not want the meat suit to sing the song. But because Jessica is a speaker, she puts all her influence into the fact that she has learned the freaking song because at some point, some music teacher made us all learn the stupid song. So I want to influence him.
Okay.
By singing the song so that he knows that we have freaking school spirit. And using the janitor's approval to take it by 2 assets down.
Okay. I see Ray is working out the tune. Thank you, Ray.
I'll do it.
Go for
I'll
it.
do it.
Just do the chorus. Just do the chorus because I love it.
Grimsby High, our guiding light through endless day and quiet night. We stand as one, we will not shy. Our hearts belong to Grimsby High.
Yeah, that.
Love it. Okay. So this is going to be a difficulty 5 attack. You get actually we'll make it even better. The cipher doesn't it doesn't count as 2 assets. It simply lowers the difficulty by 2. So it's an additional eased by 2, which means you can also have 2 assets for singing the school song.
Okay. Thank God.
All right. How do you
Yeah,
want
I
to do
use
this?
that to just yay. So basically, I'm fed up. This guy is annoying, but he keeps going on about school, 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 and what else is there but the school song? So I just start singing. I kind of poke Courtney, assuming she's had to learn this stupid song too.
Yep.
Her to join me to just sing and emphasizing the Grimsby High, which causes him to stop fighting against Arshot. The tears actually do start coming, and he just kind of poofs into the ether.
So, okay, I'm going to add on a little bit to that just because I have.
That's fine.
Okay, so, Arshot, he discorporates from underneath you and reforms standing again at his feet, on his feet. He hears that the chest puffs up, the chin goes out, the tears are now flowing. He puts his hand on his heart like he's saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and starts singing with you. The empty hallway is echoing like a cathedral space. Now, I will say, this man is cranky, he is gravelly, he's way past his prime. Boy can carry a tune. At least this one. And as he sings, you can see like cracks start to form in his spectral form, and you see the rays of light start to shoot out from his form, and he stands there, and as he is being engulfed by light, he looks at all of you, and this very proud smile comes over his face, and he says, "Remember, you can do anything you set your mind to." And then he disappears. As you make your way out, it is just daybreak. It didn't feel like you spent all night in there, and yet you did. Principal Blackmore comes and opens the door. Is pleasantly surprised and relieved to actually see all 4 of you.
Where do you see the wall?
I think we'll be forgiven.
And lets you out and thanks you for a job well done. When you each get home, you open your bag, and each of you have a piece of paper that was not in there before. It's not a full piece of paper. It's a strip about that wood. And it says spectral detention slip. Use on any spectral entity. And as a little, just a little denouement, Monday morning, Principal Blackmore comes into his office, sits down at the desk with his perfectly organized piles of paper and folders and manila envelopes, opens the bottom drawer of his file cabinet, and pours himself a little drink from a bottle. And as he puts it down on his desk and takes his hand away, he uncovers the label of the bottle, which you can see is a bottle of Jameson. And that is the end of our story, The All-Nighter. Well, what'd you think?
I'm adding
Okay,
the
that-
detention slip to my equipment.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I just did that.
Yeah, the spectral detention slip will cause any spectral entity to be unable to move or attack for 2 rounds. And you each have one of those. So that was the All-Nighter. Again, another foray into the hallowed haunted halls of Grimsby High. We're going to, I think, get out of here, do a quick after show, and then get to it. If you guys enjoy what we do here, do all the things, tell your friends, because honestly, I don't give a good goddamn about the algorithm. Just tell your friends, because this is fun. And we like to share it with people that also think it's fun. So yeah, we are going to, like I said, we're going to get out of here. We're going to take a quick break, do our after show. But in the meantime, for Ray, Julie, Patrick, and ECAT, I am Trevor, the Vitruvian Meeple. Good night, everyone.